So I just saw Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom. More like Jurassic World Fallen Oh, wait, that actually kind of works. So I wouldn't say I'm the biggest Jurassic Park fan, but I've seen all the movies and I enjoy me a good old dinosaur movie. I like me some dinosaurs. But other than the first one, the rest are just okay. So I didn't really have much expectations for this film. The first scene started off really well. It felt like classic Jurassic Park. It had the rain, the lightning flashes to see the dinosaur, and the "What? What'd you say?" It was perfect for the Jurassic Park feel. Then, after that, the movie went downhill. I didn't really like the comic relief in this movie, and I mean, usually I don't when they try to make those characters. I usually don't like the comic relief. But he had like one funny line, and that was about it. The dialogue in this movie was pretty bad and cheesy. There was one line where Chris Pratt saw the little girl, and he was telling the little girl to come on down, but he said it in like the weirdest, like most stereotypical redneck accent. It didn't have anything to do with the line, but just the way that he said it was just so funny. It almost felt like he was mocking someone. Like, I didn't really notice his accent until like that part, and I was like, man, don't do that again. I laughed really hard at it, but it was not good. And the plot itself wasn't really that good. It was pretty bad, and it was pretty boring too. The funny thing is I've heard people say, "Well, I don't go to see a Jurassic Park movie for the plot. I see it for the dinos ripping people apart." And I mean, like, yeah, it kind of makes sense, but also like the plot shouldn't be shit. Like, just because you don't go for the plot doesn't mean that it should be a bad plot. Like, at least have it be decent, but it's not. It's just bad. Even if that is the case, there sure as hell wasn't enough dinos eating people in this movie, if that's what you wanted. Some positives that I had with the film, though, is it had good CGI, which, you expect. The action that there was, I thought it was good. I liked it. Also, I thought some of the dinosaurs were underused a little bit. I thought the water dinosaur, I don't know what it's called, the water one, and the T-Rex, I thought they could have been used a little bit more. Also, there were a few shots that I like really liked. Like, I was like, damn, that's a cool shot. I want that on a poster or something. And I'll go more in depth for those a little bit later. They're kind of spoilery, so I'll just leave it for now. Speaking of spoilers, I'm going to start talking about some minor plot details. So if you want to go into this movie like completely blind, first of all, why are you watching this video? Second of all, this is kind of your warning. I'll give you a timestamp to skip. I'll give you guys another warning when I go into the actual spoilers. So after that first scene, the movie sped up pretty quickly and not really in a good way. I felt like the pacing in this movie wasn't that great. Like the first 15 minutes of this movie, it felt like they were rushing to get to the island. And then once they got on the island, it felt like they were rushing to get off. Which I mean, they were because, the volcano was exploding. Side note, by the way. First of all, so this takes place about like 3 years after the first Jurassic World. That island definitely would not go unguarded. Like, there should be some super protection on that island. Like, these are dinosaurs that are like the last of its species. Like, there's not a lot of them. Someone would go and snag them all up. So I don't know how the hell that island just went 3 years without anyone going over there and taking some dinosaurs. One part that I really didn't like is they were with Blue, like the Velociraptor, and it had just been shot, and they were like taking the bullet out, and as they were doing that, it like went to Blue's face, and it shed a fucking tear. It's like, what? It was so hilariously bad. It was just like, it doesn't make sense. Like, I understand that Blue is in pain. I don't need a visual, like, tear to see that. Like, oh my god. Anyway, that was dumb. Some other weird things is at one part there was Chris Pratt and Bryce Dallas Howard. They were captured by bad guys, and the main bad guy goes, "Everyone will think you just died on the island," and then he proceeds to let them live. And it was like, just kill them then? Like, it was shown that he was capable of murder like 3 scenes ago. So, and even if he wasn't, he has a lot of mercenaries around him. Just kill them? So I guess that he just wanted to let them rot in the cage for the rest of their lives, I guess, or something. I don't know. Also, while they were still in the cage, the Jurassic Park music started to play, and it was like showing all the dinosaurs in the cages and stuff like that. And it's in like a much darker tone, so instead of like the joy and like hopefulness that the song originally brings, it's supposed to be like a little bit more depressing. But it felt like they just realized that they needed to use the song, and they were just like, "Shit, we didn't use it on the island. I guess we'll just use it here. We'll just make it a little bit darker." I don't know. It just kind of felt out of place. I didn't like it. Okay, so now I'm gonna actually get into big spoilers. So if you do not want to know what happens at the end of this movie, skip to this timestamp. Here's your warning: 3, 2, 1. So the Indoraptor. So the Indoraptor is our genetically modified dino for this movie. Once again, it's supposed to be like this super predator, all this sweet killing machine type things. First off, I'm gonna say the design for this dino was fucking dope. I loved like its horror movie-esque claws. I thought those were really cool. There were a lot of shots of it that I really liked. Like there was a shot of it when it was on the roof, and it was like up against the moon, and it looked really dope. I was like, that I want on a poster. There was one where it was filming the little girl behind like glass. In the reflection, you could see the Indoraptor, and like as the girl started screaming, the raptor started roaring. And I was like, all right, that's kind of a dope shot. I like that. And there was just like a lot of visuals with the claws that I really liked. I just really enjoyed the cinematography of this dinosaur and the movie in general. I thought the cinematography was really good. Other than that, though, dinosaur kind of sucked. Like I said, it's supposed to be like this super predator, but it kills like 7 people in the movie. And one of them was stupid and went into his cage. Although the raptor was playing like it was sleeping. But like still, the next 4 were in an elevator, so like that doesn't really count. It's not like it hunted them down. They were just in a fucking elevator. And then the next 2 were standing still. They were just guards standing still. That's everyone that he killed. But like it 100% should have been able to kill Chris, Bryce, and the little girl. Like it's supposed to be able to smell from like miles away, but it couldn't find these 3 people who are just like behind a statue. And it's not like they just said the line, "It can smell real good," and then left it at that. Like, no, it shows like the dino like sniffing the ground, hunting for them. So like it should be able to like find them pretty easily. So like it was supposed to be like this super killing machine, and it killed 7 people, and then it couldn't kill Chris Pratt, Bryce, and the little girl. It was like, come on, man. It was pretty dumb. Also, it was like toying with the little girl at one part. It totally could have killed her. And it's like, if this is supposed to be like a killing machine dino, it would just kill her. It wouldn't toy with her. So it was kind of stupid. Also, real stupid part was the little girl that let out all the dinosaurs. That was dumb. I don't need to explain why it's dumb. You know it's dumb. It is dumb. Now the ending though, the ending got me excited. After she let out all the dinosaurs, and it was showing like all the dinosaurs roaming around, and it had like Jeff Goldblum's speech, which he was totally in this movie a whole lot like they said he would.
There are terrifying new dinosaurs, an exploding island, and Jeff Goldblum's back. This movie is bigger than ever. There are incredible new dinosaurs, an exploding volcano, and Dr. Ian Malcolm's back.
Hello, everybody. I'm Jeff Goldblum, and gee, I'm so thrilled to be back as Dr. Ian Malcolm.
He totally wasn't in like the first scene and then the last one. Nope, he was totally a huge part of this movie, like they said. So like after the movie ended, I was in the theater with like 2 of my friends, and they were kind of joking around how it felt like they were gonna make like this like Rise of the Planet of the Apes type movie next. And I was like, yo, that's such a good idea. And I like kind of got excited, but I was like, they're not gonna make it. You know, that's not what it's gonna be. But then I looked online and I saw like a whole lot of other people were thinking about it too, and I was like, So like low key, kind of excited for the next one, just in case they make it like a Rise of the Planet of the Apes, but just, you know, with dinosaurs, and then dinosaurs take over the entire world. I want that. I really want that movie. I kind of hope that's how the series ends, but it probably won't, but like maybe. Anyway, so that's what I thought about Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom. Honestly, I don't know if I could really recommend this movie to anyone. Didn't have a good plot, so it's not going to be super interesting for people who like don't care that much about action, and I don't think there's enough action to suggest it for the people who only want to see dinos eating people. So honestly, I'd probably skip this one until it's on like Netflix or something. It's not like a waste of time. Like I said, there was a few really good like cinematic shots that I really liked, but it's not all too interesting. I wouldn't spend my money on it. Anyway, so that's it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys did enjoy, make sure to check out my other stuff, and make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.